My name is Ayush and welcome back to Python Complete course. And today's lecture we are going to learn about the most important concept in the Python, which is lists and tuples. So in the previous lectures we learned that variables, data types, character sets, conditional statements. Okay, so today we are going to learn about list and tuples. So we can create that five different variables like this. There is nothing wrong with this concept approach. We took that five students of five students marks one, marks two, marks three, marks four, marks five. But what if there are 500 students? Will we create 500 different variables? Obviously no. This is where list become very useful. A list allows us to store multiple values inside a single variable. Okay. Then we see that what is a list. A list is a built-in data type in Python that stores a collection of multiple values in a single variable. It is ordered, it is mutable, and they store duplicate values, and they also store different data types together. Now we have that what is a collection? Collection means simply a group of multiple values stored together. Okay. So for example, imagine a classroom. Instead of calling every student separately, we say this is class BTech first year. Okay. Similarly, instead of creating many variables, Python allows us to keep all values inside one list. So next question arises that why do we use list? There are many advantages of using list. First, they reduce the number of variables. Second, they make our program shorter and cheaper or cleaner. Third, they are very easy to update. And fourth, we can store any type of data. Fifth and final advantage is that lists are widely used in real world applications. Okay, and almost every Python project uses list. Then we create a list by some example. Marks. Creating list is very simple. So we use square brackets. So see that it 84, 83, and 78, 94, 83. Okay. Okay. So so you notice that Python prints the entire list. Now list with different data types. Unlike arrays, in some programming languages, Python list can store different data type of values. Okay, and what is the example of this? Example is very simple that we will talk about. Current 5. So current 85 Delhi. So here current is a string, 85 is an integer, Delhi is again a string. All these different data types are stored inside one list. This is one of the biggest advantages of Python. Can list store duplicate values? So the answer is yes. They allow duplicate values. What is the example? So see this can 20, 20, 30, 30. So Python will not remove duplicate elements automatically. So the next question will be the Python versus variables. So sorry, list versus variables. So suppose we want to store the marks of the 5 students. So the method one and the method two. Okay. So which one looks cleaner? Obviously the second one. So that is why lists are preferred. We will remove from this from here. So I will give you the real life example, that is, think about your mobile phone contacts. Instead of creating one application for every contact, all contacts are stored inside one collection. Similarly, a list stores multiple values inside one variable. And thus some questions can be asked in future from all of you, that can a list store different data types together? So the answer is yes. A list can store integers, strings, float values, boolean values, and even another list. Then we have some questions from on the list, that create a list of 5 fruits. So apple, mango, banana, orange, grapes. So next question, what we will have? We have create a list containing your name, age, city, and percentage. Student is equal to. So it is the answer of the question, that is create a list containing your name, age, city, and percentage. And we will talk about the common mistakes the students always made, that many beginners use parentheses instead of square brackets. Like so it creates a tuple. In the tuple we use circle bracket, and in the list we use square brackets. this bracket. Okay, so always remember square brackets creates a list. Okay, so in this part we learned that what is the list, why do we use list, features of list, creating lists, list with different data types, duplicate values, real life example. And in the next part, we will learn indexing, accessing elements, updating list, and length function with detailed coding examples. Okay. So now we will see that list elements, accessing list elements, index start from 0, and positive indexing starts from left, negative indexing starts from right, and updating a list. It means if you will count the element of the list from 0, index start from 0, and positive index you will count the index start from left, and negative means -1, -2, -3. It is negative indexing, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means positive indexing, and updating a list. So lists are mutable, means we can change, add or remove elements. And here is list slicing syntax, list underscore name. Here some elements start, and the here some element that is called end. So ending index is not included. Means if you 0 1 2 means 0 1 included and 2 not included. Then we have some methods called some append, insert, remove, pop, sort, reverse, copy. So now we will see some list methods that are built-in functions that help us modify and manage list easily. Okay. So the first method is append. The append method is used to add a new element at the end of the list. So the syntax is list underscore name dot append element. So it is the syntax of the append method. We will comma this. We will do comma. So next we will do example on this. Numbers is equal to, sorry, 10, 20, 30. Then numbers dot append 40, print numbers. So the output will be 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. So the new element 40 is added at the end of the list. I will give you the real life example based on the append method. Imagine if you have an attendance list. Every time a new student enters the class, the student's name is added at the end of the attendance list. That is exactly how append method works. Next we have second method that is called sort method. The sort method arranges all elements of the list in ascending order. So we will see what is the syntax behind it. Okay, so list underscore name dot sort, and we will remove this element And again, next we will do marks, some number, some number, some number, then some number. Okay, then marks dot sort print marks. So as you see, the output will be 30, 39, 39, 39. Okay, so the output will be this, and the numbers are arranged from smallest to largest. Okay, then we have sorting strings. Sorting strings. Fruits is equal to banana, apple, mango, then fruits dot sort print fruits. So as you see that output apple, banana, mango. So as you see that string are stored alphabetically. Okay, A comes first, so the output will be first is apple, B next, then banana, and next mango. Okay, so next we have sort reverse is equal to true method. If we want descending order, we use reverse is equal to true. Okay, so the example of this method is numbers is equal to 5, 1, 9, 3. Numbers dot sort reverse dot sorry reverse is equal to true. Okay, then print number. So what will be the output? 9531. So as you see that output is 9531. So the numbers are arranged from largest to smallest. Next we have reverse, one second, reverse method. So in this method, it reverses the current order of the list. So what is the syntax behind it? List underscore name dot reverse. It will remain same. Then what will be the example on the reverse method? 2, 3, 4. So it will be removed them reverse numbers. Okay, one second. So the output will be 4, 3, 2, 1. So it simply changes the directions of the list. It does not sort the list, it only reverses the existing order. So next we will talk about difference between, once again, difference between search reverse is equal to true and reverse. So difference, sorry, one second, it is not like here. So yes, so difference between sort reverse is equal to true and reverse method is many students get confused between these two methods. Sort reverse is equal to true. First sorts the list and then gives descending order. Reverse only flips the current order of the elements. And we will see the logic behind it with an example. Numbers dot reverse. So what will be the output? 2914. So it is not sorted, it is only reversed. Next we have what? We have insert method. What is insert method? So the insert method adds an element at a specific index. So what will be the syntax behind this method? So list underscore name dot insert in place of reverse, then bracket index, sorry, index element. Okay, we will remove this question. Okay, then we will see the example behind this method and the logic also. So 10, 20, 40, then numbers dot insert 2 dot 30 then dot numbers. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40. So 30 is inserted at index 2. 0 means 10, 1 means 20, 2 means 30, and 4 means 40. So 30 is inserted at 2 index. I will give you a real life example. If students are sitting in a row and a new student comes to sit at a third position, everyone after that sits shifts one position. This is exactly how insert works. Okay, then we will see what we will see that another method that is called remove. Okay, so definition of this method is it removes the first occurrence of a specific value, and the syntax is list underscore name dot remove. Yes, remove in place of insert. Then we have value in the bracket. Then we will see another example behind other method. Numbers is equal to 10, 20, then 30, 20, numbers dot insert, sorry, numbers dot remove. If we see that remove method, and we also numbers dot remove, okay, in place of insert. So I want to remove 30. So so 30 is removed, and 2020, it means 30 is removed from. So this method works the same that I discussed before without an example. But here we will discuss with an example of this. So next is pop method. So the definition of pop method is it removes the element at a specific index and also returns it. So syntax list underscore name dot pop index in place of value. So numbers is equal to 10, 20, 30. I will 40 numbers dot top top and 30 2 in place of 2. We'll see the output 10, 30, 40. So the element at index 2 is removed. As we see, the 30 is removed from the element, okay? And if we see that how how this method reacts, or output will come without an pop element, okay? If we remove a pop element, so it will pop without index, okay? The index, so 10, 20, 30. So if we remove an index value inside bracket, so it removes the last element of the list, okay? So next we will revise what we discussed, that append, insert, remove, pop, sort, reverse. And it is the same copy and clear that creates a copy of the list, clear removes all elements from the list. And append adds an element at the end, insert inserts an element at a specific index, remove removes the first occurrence of an element, pop removes an element using its index, sort sorts the list in ascending order, okay? So next next some so these were the most important list methods in Python. These methods are very useful because they help us add, remove, arrange, and modify data efficiently. We learned about list in Python. Let's move to another important data type called tuple. Okay, at first glance, a tuple looks very similar to a list because both can store multiple values. However, there is one major difference between them. A list is mutable, while a tuple is immutable. Let's understand this in detail. What is a tuple? A tuple is a built-in data type in Python that is used to store multiple values in single variable. Okay. Unlike lists, tuples are immutable, which means their values cannot be changed after creation. Okay. So suppose you have a list of your favorite movies. You can add or remove movies whenever you want, because a list is mutable. But imagine your Aadhaar number or date of birth. These values should not change frequently. In such cases, we use tuples. So the what is the features of tuples? So the features of tuples is it stores multiple values. It is order. A tuples allows duplicate values and it can store different data types. It is immutable. That I discussed about this. And how we create a tuple. First we see the syntax. Student is equal to Ayush. So it is a syntax of a tuple. Now we will print this. In this way, we will do the coding questions of tuple. So Python stores all these values inside one tuple. So how do we access tuple elements? We will see student is equal to English 20 student student student. Student one and student two. So Ayush 20 Delhi. Okay, so it is the output that we are talking about. So indexing start from 0. Index 0 stores Ayush, 1 stores 20 and 2 stores Delhi. So can we modify a tuple? Let's try. So this I think this gives an error because tuples are immutable. So once the tuple is created, its elements cannot be modified. Okay. So what are the method of the tuple? So the method of tuple is count and index. So the count method returns how many times an element appears in the tuple. Example, So it is 3. So it means, yes, it is 3. So it means 3 times the 2 is repeated in this element. Okay. Then we have an index method. So the index method returns the position of the first occurrence of an element. True. So the number 30 is stored at index 2. So we will talk about difference between list and tuple. List is mutable, tuple is immutable. List uses square bracket and tuple uses circle bracket. And list has more methods, tuple has fewer methods. List can be modified, tuple cannot be modified. Some of the questions can be raised that what is the difference between a list and a tuple? So answer is list is immutable, whereas a tuple is immutable. And can a tuple store different data types? Yes, a tuple can store integers, strings, floats, booleans, and other data types together. So which bracket is used? One second. So which bracket is used to create a tuple? So answer is parentheses are used to create a tuple. So your homework is, one second. So your homework is you have to solve the question that is create a tuple containing your name, age, city, and percentage. Then print all elements. Okay. So tuple slicing, tuple name start and tuple indexing 0, 1, minus 1, minus 1. Single element tuple, tuple 2 is equal to 10, comma is mandatory. Single element tuple, empty tuple, tuple 1 is equal to circle bracket. So it is empty tuple. So all this from. Now we will see some practice questions on the basis of list and tuples that we discussed before. So first practice question is store 3 favorite movie names in a list. Okay. So we need to take 3 movies names from the user. Instead of creating 3 separate variables, we will store them inside one list. Okay, movies, movie one, input, enter, first, favorite movie, movie two, input, enter, second, favorite movie, movie three, input, enter, third favorite movie. So next we will do what? Movies top 10 movie one. Next is sorry. Favorite movie. Movies top 10 movie one. Movies dot movies dot 10 movie two. Next movies dot append movie 3 print movies. So here it is the answer of it is the code or answer of whatever you say the first question. Okay, and then refresh this, then we will see that enter your first movie. So my first movie is PK. So second is Bahubali. Third is Three Idiots. So PK Bahubali Three Idiots. So it is the list. So first we created an empty list. Then we accepted three movies from the user using append. Every movie was added to the list. Finally, we printed the complete list. Then second question that, that comes to our mind, that is check whether a list is a palindrome. So what is a palindrome? A palindrome is something that reads the same from both directions. I will remove for the second question. So what is the example? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So reverse it reverse. What is the reverse of this? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So both are equal. So it is a palindrome. Copy the original list, reverse the copied list, and compare both. If both are equal, it is the palindrome. Otherwise, it is not. So it is the logic. So the logic behind it is okay. And the code of for the palindrome is list one equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Copy list is equal to list 1 dot copy copy list dot reverse if list 1 is equal to copy list and padding 1 as print So what will be the output? So output is palindrome. So next example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is, what is the output of this? So it is not palindrome. It is not showing, means it is not palindrome. Okay. One second. No. For not palindrome, we will see that copy list is equal to keywords list one dot copy copy list dot keywords if list one is equal to copy list print palindrome is print palindrome. So not palindrome. So before that, I told you that that thing is not palindrome. That thing was wrong. It is the correct thing. That if you do the list 1, 2, 3, 4 in this sequence, if then it will show not palindrome. Okay, and if you do 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, then it will show palindrome. So so the next question that comes in our mind, that is, count the number of A grades in a tuple. Okay, grades is equal to C D A A B B A. So print grades dot count A. So what will be the output? So output is 3. Means count method counts how many times an element appears. Since A appeared 3 times, the answer is 3. So our last question of this lecture is sort the grades from A to D. C, D, A, B, B, A, creates the sort. So what will be the output? The output is A, B, B, C, D. Okay. So sort arranges elements in ascending order. Here A comes first, then B, C, D. Okay. So we will do a mini division. Let's pick. Okay. Quickly we will do a mini division. But what we did today, that what is the list, why lists are used, creating list, accessing list elements, updating list, list slicing, append, insert, sort, copy, pop, sort, length of a list, nested list. What is a tuple? Tuples in Python, creating a tuple, empty tuple, single element tuple, tuple indexing, tuple slicing, tuple methods, difference between list and tuple, so, or some practice programs. So next, some question in Viva or some your universities that ask that what is the difference between append and insert. Okay, so append always adds the element at the end of the list. Insert add the element at a specific index. Example, list 1, 2, 3, list 1 dot append 4 print list 1, 2, 3, 4. So it add a number at the end. Okay. So so next question that will be asked, can we modify a tuple? So answer is no, because tuples are immutable. So next question, that is, can a list contain different data types? So answer is yes. Example, student Ayush 18 89.5 true. So list can store multiple data types together. So today we learned about list and tuples. In Python we saw methods and some of the practice questions. And in the next lecture we will see about, we will talk and discuss about dictionaries in Python. Okay. So have a nice day. Thank you very much.